What an absolutely incredible day to be in crypto. What an incredible day to be alive. We have some excellent pullbacks on some of my favorite projects. One I just recently bought, absolutely pumping to the sky. We have some brostrology to dive into here. We are now rebranded as the Joy Chain Basement. As you can see, my Christmas spirit is bubbling out of me. And I got my wonderful elf on the sticks there. Isaac, you know what?
So much joy. We're all decorated. I got Groot. I got my tree.
Oh, you got Groot in there too.
I got Groot right here.
Nice. He's a lot bigger on camera. Shout out to everyone in the chat, though. You guys that support this channel. We also have our favorite Christmas tree item that is on the table here. We have the wonderful ball sack ornament from Chili Rainbow, and so many others that have sent us in ornaments. Shout yourselves out if you are one of the people. Chili Rainbow's ball sack ornament really sticks out in my mind, though.
Get it?
But I know it's not even Thanksgiving yet, but I can't stop. No one's going to stop me on this celebration of happiness. And I am so pleased to bring an awesome Christmas to my family, from positioning our family in a great financial situation by focusing on crypto all the way through this bear market and into the last bear market that we experienced, because I know exactly where this market leads to over the next year, and we are set up for some amazing things. So shout out to everyone that's in position. And yeah, we got Laserface up in here, Adam Bombetti, Rusty Bot. We're going to look at XRP today. Shout out to XRP holders. I sent a memo last night. Check it out. I put out the message late last night. This is one of my only tweets. I was like, crypto bros forgot to remind XRP that the bull market super cycle has begun. It looks like someone over at XRP got the memo. Shout out to you guys. You know what? But I do have a warning for you on the charts. That I will never stop warning about that asset. Houseless Hooligan. That's an interesting name. Christopher Reef. Bailey S, Small Face Noto, Bailey S, and all the, I don't know if he's heavy into Cardano, but I am going to be looking at some potentially adjusted top prediction for Cardano, where it could land this bull market. Small Face Noto, Dot Gun, Fred and Crypto Cowboy, the Deadwood Coins Chick looked at Coins Chick's CCC coin on Deck Screener.
Do we pull up the chart today?
Well, I will pull up the chart today. She, again, day after day, has not rugged. It looks like a organic, community-driven meme coin. You know, and I'm not saying it's going to go to $1 billion or anything like that, but there's a lot to be said for a meme coin that doesn't rug. Akash, killing it. The last buy we did, it's been good. Tits on Solana from Dramola. Shout out to that. Alden, Jay-Z, and Deadwood. Now, a little bit of housekeeping is if you are trading this, now we have finally started to develop some volume nodes, and I am finding some more success and getting my footing back on this market trading wise. If you want to trade with us, make sure to use code BASEMENT, capital BASEMENT, and trade with me on 2bit. And we also have some pretty big trading competitions I know are coming up, and some major talks with potential partners that are coming to the basement as well. And you know what? If you don't already, do we have the shot of the Arculus cold storage wallet here?
I believe we do. Let me double check.
Because we have...
Oh, wrong one. Whoopsie.
No, that was a good one, though. Arculus card. If you want to get crypto cold storage for your Arculus card, use code BASE20. BASE20 gives you 20% off this bad boy. Instead of $100, it'll cost you, what is it, around $80, maybe $85 with some tax there. And keep your crypto on cold storage, more important than ever. And I'm loving this. I'm loving this, and thank you for joining me, you guys. The channel is growing consistently. I was talking to Piano Manny B. He's going to be on the show here momentarily, but we are at a starting point. Retail is not even here yet, and we are at 63,900 subscribers. I am so excited for where this channel is going to land in the next year or so. 63,900 subscribers specifically, where we're sitting right now. And my account still holding support over 3,000. So that's great. You can also find Isaac. Where are you at? Isaac does crypto. There you are.
Free population. I love it.
Free population. Look, and you've come a long way. You know, it used to hide you.
They used to hide me.
You know, and Isaac's Now you're getting offered Bitcoin in your DMs, right?
Do I dare try to pull it up?
I don't know if you should.
I shouldn't.
Your timeline is pretty risque, young man. But you know what? There's a guy that hit him up. He's like, "Do you need financial assistance?" Like, yeah, sure. You know what? I want to build my own Bitcoin strategic reserve.
Exactly what I told him. With the great information from Drew.
You know, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. If he does send the Bitcoin over, we're gonna go buy tanks. All right. I mean,
and you know where that tank's gonna go?
Right where?
Right on the wall. I don't have the wide shot for it.
Well, we're gonna drive through the wall with a tank?
No, we're gonna make our own like giant tank, and it's gonna look like it drove through the wall.
Okay,
but it's not actually through the wall.
Fair enough. But if they do send that over, we got to go buy some tanks. You know,
and some more Christmas decorations.
Dude, I am gonna get so Clark W. Griswold on this world. Oh my!
So joyful,
dude. I am gonna. There's this neighbor right around the corner from me that goes absolutely crazy on Halloween and Christmas. I gotta fight back. I gotta do something serious about this. Unbelievable.
Interesting take from CoinShake. Don't fall for it. He's gonna ask for nudes. Trust me.
That only happens to women. Okay, that only happens to women. And
I'm not a woman.
I think CoinShake is a real woman in crypto. My wife, a real woman that knows about crypto in crypto. Women in crypto, rare breed. I will say that. So just be wary out there if you are getting hit up by accounts with, the looks, and they're like, "Hey, how's your trading going?" You can be like Isaac and just ask him for Bitcoin, see where it goes, but just be careful. Please be careful. Shout out to M Vino for dropping the memberships. And if you want to support the basement, please consider becoming a member. We're out here giving live fire analysis on all of our favorite new coins as they come up. Whoa, what is this? Got to mute that. All right. And if you want to support us, you can go ahead and pay $1.20 a week to keep our lights on, keep us rolling, and support the channel from a very, very base level, a secure, infrastructurally important level right there, becoming a member of the blockchain basement. But let's get into this. We got, Bitcoin, a little bit of a haircut today. I'll get this thing out of the way. Where is this?
Get out of my face.
What is this? I like this new computer, but it reacts a little slow. So we have a little bit of a haircut, right? We hit $90,000 while we were all sleeping here. We have retraced. The lowest it's gone so far is $85,000, about $300. But I got Piano Matty B, a G of Bitcoin TA, going to join us. And I want his opinion on what we should be looking out for in the near term, the midterm, and the long term with Bitcoin to make sure we're positioned in the best way. Piano Matty B, how the heck are you doing up there in Canada, my brother? Is it started snowing yet, Tanya?
Holy smokes, Drew. I couldn't be more bullish if I tried. I feel like I'm in an infinite orange pill glitch where as I get more orange pilled as I think, and then I do the math and the numbers, and I just become more delusionally bullish as the hours pass, no matter what the price does, because there's a couple of hard truths that I think that we forget because we get so sidelined by price action. Where's price, up or down? But the macro outlook for this bull run is just insane. How are you doing?
Dude, I mean, I'm feeling the same way. I've kept conservative targets for this market, I felt like, going up to this moment. But now we have escape velocity and, dare I say, the ability to hit $100,000 per Bitcoin before the year's up. I was dreaming last night of Santa bringing us $100,000 per Bitcoin to get started with 2025 off with. And you're a great source of buckets of cold water on my head when I'm feeling this way. I want just the short-term sites, like this pullback from $90,000 to 85. I woke up this morning, looked at the charts. I felt that it was extremely bullish for us to be able to reset price by 5%, find that short-term stop point. I mean, where in the world do you see Bitcoin going in terms of your TA that you're paying attention to, let's say up until December 25th of 2024, till Santa comes home?
Well, let's take a quick around the world on some short charts and some larger time frames. So here we have the 4-hour chart, and this is what I guess some legacy analysts would call a pullback, but really when you kind of peak out at 90K and you come back, like look at these fibs. We've been wicking around this fibs 23.6% fib, and we almost hit 38.2%. Now I like hitting the 38.2% fib because I feel like as a Canadian, I'll always use a hockey analogy. If you have your front line on, your first line, and they're exhausted, and you bring them onto the bench, and if they sit for the perfect amount of time, the 38.2% fib, that's when all the juices get completely racked up and they're ready to go back out. But if they sit too long, they don't have that same explosive nature when they get back on the ice. So I like the 38.2%. That to me tells we're going to have the exact same leg up. And of course, what you see here is a cute little bull flag, of course, right?
Oh
That's
my God.
a stereotypic bull flag. And where does that bull flag play out? Well, you take the pull, you slide it all, and then we're all at 101K. I guess you can't see that, but that's where this bull flag plays out. And this is the 4-hour chart. So, I mean, it only took 24 to 48 hours for us to go up 10K. You know, we could be at 100K by Thursday or Friday. Not saying we will, but I mean, there's nothing stopping us with all these institution, hedge funds, pension, nation states aping in at at rates we've never seen. Like that push yesterday to go almost 10K at the price level we're at, like we're not at 32 going to 38. We're at 80,000 going to 89. The amount of sheer gauche that has to come into the market to push that price around like it's a little dead mouse in a cat's hand. It's unbelievable. But this is what's even crazier. So if we go, let's zoom out to the monthly. Right now, we are sitting at what is this? That's 25% candle, right? So if we were to close November at 25%, it would still be hella bullish. But if we go back to 2020, which is kind of like our sister kissing cousin type of fractal, it was a 42% candle. We closed November 2022 at 42%. So let's just, as kissing cousins, let's say where it would go. Where is this?
He's got weird.
42% take us? Freaky. There it is, 100K.
Wow. A couple pieces of confluence. That's insane to think about. And I'm kind of starstruck by the fact that we have Bitcoin ETFs, we have nation state FOMO going on, we have a red House of Representatives and Senate and President that all have the ability to push forward a Bitcoin-backed dollar by the United States, thus compounding that game theory potential. This is that unimagined, like we did imagine it last cycle. There was a lot of conversation that eventually it was going to come. But even back then, feeling excited about it coming, we were thinking 2030, maybe, into the 2030s when everything really starts to fall apart. Now it looks like things don't even have to fall apart. They're falling into Bitcoin. And this is so incredibly exciting for me. Now, has this environment changed your Bitcoin top price prediction for where we would likely end up in 2025?
Oh, yeah. Because, I mean, historically, if we just stick to the historic cycle, I mean, a conservative top of 120, and I think that's people kind of sandbagging so they don't sound too outrageous, and maybe a bullish target of 180 to 200. That's kind of historical cycle, nothing really changing. But we can't deny what's changed now. We have institutions, we have hedge funds, and we have nation states aping into Bitcoin. Things are different. It's as if we're going from high school football to NFL. The Giants are now on the field, not the New York Giants, but the Giants, like the big players are now on the field and they're pushing the ball around. Now, they don't behave like the high school football team. So historically, these high school football crypto traders would get out at the top and sell it all and go into an alt season. Then we have that blow off top. But these big boys that are on the field now, they look at dynasty. You know, it's just
Right.
not about the end of this season. They're looking out 5 seasons. They're looking out a cycle ahead of them. And that's the type of game we're playing. So, I mean, I get so delusionally bullish here because the math doesn't make sense, Drew. Because so let's just say we have this reserve stockpile that Trump's talking about. Boom, that's the daily mind limit right there. MicroStrategy is going to do the same thing. Boom, that's the daily mind. So now we're 2x what's actually being produced in a day. That's not taken into consider all the hedge funds. We got 9 hedge funds even, and we got BlackRock. We have secret nation states sneaking around, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. So my question is, where the hell are they going to get this Bitcoin?
Dude, I mean, they're gonna have to buy it, you know, from long-term holders, and that's gonna come the scarcity of this asset. It's, you know, we talked about just buying the plan for U.S. government to actually put into play and start buying and putting this Bitcoin Reserve Act into effect has the absolute tangible ability to cook it up to $250,000 this cycle. Then you bring out, you know, the nation states. We had that kind of random nation state, Bhutan, come out with a massive amount of holdings for themselves. You have all of these others that are absolutely in the background buying up Bitcoin, and it's just a matter of time before they're found out to have had it, or they just decide to release the information themselves because they want bragging rights of getting it done before America actually gets their plan started. But this is where the insanity of the thought process that we go 500K, a million. In order to hit $1 million for Bitcoin, we have to accomplish a $20 trillion market cap, but that is larger than the market cap of gold. Right now, you know, at the current trajectory, you know, I was thinking $3 to $5 trillion this cycle. Isn't that crazy to think about? But you mentioned something very, very interesting, because I don't want to basically think that this is it. What you have is all you have and it'll never come back. And you never want to think that way. But these organizations, BlackRock, world governments, they play the dynasty game. They play the centuries game. And my mindset is now thinking about, you know, because how I operated off of my buying signal from, you know, 2020 to 2022 essentially was that once I saw Bitcoin fall down to that previous all-time high, right around at 17,000, it did dip to about 15,000, but I knew at that moment to absolutely back up the truck, to sell random things laying around, to get rid of everything extra and put it into crypto when we did fall back down to that previous all-time high. Do you think that we will ever see the previous all-time high of Bitcoin found again after 2025 is completed?
Are you referring to like potentially 70K?
Yes.
Yeah, like
Yes.
will we come back to, let's say we get up to 250, will we come all the way back to 270? No, I don't think so, because I just don't think that the giants that are on the field, I don't think they're as sophisticated as we are. And everyone in this community, we've been here for so long, we understand the cycle. I don't think they understand the cycle. So they're getting in, and they're getting in for the long haul. And you're right, these guys play the long dynasty game. They don't think even in the 2-year cycle. They're looking out 10 years. They're just parking their money, right? Their financial advisor gave them the call. It's like, yeah, you should probably do 3 to 5% allocation to Bitcoin. Okay. And then their life goes on, right? They don't sit here and watch the charts like we do. But you know, the most important thing you said there was at 16,000. Now, who would have known that 16,000 was basically the time to back up the truck? Everyone that's been watching your show, you know, when it was you know, cobwebs in the YouTube crypto sphere, right? But
influencers were sure it was going to $10,000 at that time. And that was like, I not only had the previous all-time high level that I knew about from even markets previous, but also the cost to mine Bitcoin was coming into play there. And we use cost to mine Bitcoin as kind of like that base level for the valuation of it. But there is the concept of secure data, which hasn't even hit the realm yet. We see a store of value, but when the concept of proof of power and energy spent along with provable data comes into play, because the Pentagon has already discussed this. They already have really big brains behind this that understand that it's a proven data block, and data is the new giga security measure that they have to be focusing in on for national security. It goes so much beyond that. So this essentially does feel like the time where we're stacking Bitcoin at levels that potentially could never be seen again. And at the velocity we're at, if we do see that $250,000 Bitcoin, I could only really see a pullback to $150,000. Retail is not playing this game. Retail is not pushing the Bitcoin game. So it's like, how much ability do they have to really dump it into oblivion? At this point in the game, it's all been institutional FOMO and compounding explosion like that. It's just an incredible time to be alive. And I know, just for the folks, how do you handle buying Bitcoin? Is it generational, or are you going to be selling it into this bull market explosion and then reallocating? How are you going to approach this next few years here?
For me, I have a son who's 9, so my investing in Bitcoin is for him to eventually take over. And I actually think we're being seduced by price, and it's the shiny price that's like we're attracted to Bitcoin because of it. And as a human, that's just our motivation. Well, number go up, right? But I think there's something way more powerful. I don't know what it is because my mind can't get there, but I just have a sneaking suspicion that there's something way bigger behind Bitcoin that we don't know what we don't know, whether it's, security, nation state security that Jason Lowry talks about. I don't even know. I tried to read his book. I couldn't even understand it. That's how far out of my intellect it is, but I think it's there. But I think we're all on the right track with the shiny price, right? Just follow the price. And then next thing you know, you situated yourself for the second level of Bitcoin that we can't even possibly fathom. Because think about this, 8,000 yesterday, that's never happened before. That was an $8,000 candle at 80K, right? So if you think how insane bull runs get, so after this bull run, who knows where we get? Let's go to the next bull run. It's quite possibly that this price that you see, 87,000, that could be a daily swing in next cycle or the cycle after that. That's how crazy this thing is. Imagine that, $87,000 swing.
Oh my gosh. It's just such an incredible time to be alive. And watching this happen, we've been watching this asset for years, been studying it for multiple cycles. I've been holding it for multiple cycles. And now that the world is waking up, it's just a beautiful time to be alive. And, Piano, you do awesome work on the daily, early in the mornings. Where can people keep up with you and all of your technical analysis on Bitcoin and crypto?
Thanks for having me on Tuesdays. I love coming on this show because I think your community is so strong and everyone's so like-minded, right? It's really the community that drives these channels. Every morning at 8, I do a video production, technical analysis, and then I do a little bit of a live stream to get deeper into the things that I can't get to while I'm doing it. And that's Monday to Friday. And Friday, usually Drew comes on and we talk about who knows what we talk about. It's always an interesting show, though. People love it.
Absolutely, brother. And I will be on this Friday. Some reason last Friday, it just didn't like me, but I'm going to keep coming at it. It'll let me into it this week.
You were there on Friday. It was the Friday before.
It was the Friday before?
The timelines are getting skewed because the text that you sent me came like 2 weeks later.
This is it's been so fast moving. I feel like we're at I can't even. It's just been so fast moving, man. I can't even keep up. But I love you, man. Appreciate hanging out with you, and I'll be looking forward to Friday's show.
Take care, everybody. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, brother. God, could you imagine that? $87,000 price swings in a day on
Crazy.
Bitcoin.
That would be insane. And also real quick, I want to shout out Owen's in the chat. Oh, let me know if the audio is good. I saw your comment on the video yesterday.
Owen, he's going to come back on the base. He's got to brag about his bags. His bags are thick. Owen, I don't think ever took profits on that AVAX. We did a hammer in moment at $10. Obviously, I made it public. Still got a good amount of my AVAX, but I did sell a ton of it. He's still holding that bag, and that is getting heavy once again. Shout out to you, Owen. And shout out to everyone that's made it through the last, if you've been here multiple cycles, you know the pain, but especially if you've been here the last cycle here. We're going to take a look at this and just get ready for this.
Port anchor. What? Drop
Cold storage, baby.
Oculus base 20.
We're all gonna die. Just not today.
Just not today. This is how it felt, bro. This is exactly how it felt, bro. Hell no.
Let's drop some lead on those motherfuckers.
Who's there, man? Your wife's boyfriend. McDonald's manager. Damn you, Sam!
They ain't gonna sink this battleship no way.
CZ! Shout out to CZ, baby. Donald J. Pump from left field.
You got
That's so real, man. That is all the emotions right there.
That is a live display of what Bitcoin was doing this past
Dude,
few
I mean,
weeks.
that's an explanation of me watching crypto for what has it been? Since 2019, 2020. I mean, I've been watching it since 2017, but I was like, all my skin was in the game. The beginning of that COVID crash. And it has been one hell of a ride. So shout out to everyone that's been able to ride this chaos with me here. And this is from Lad8 Shay. I think that's how you say his name. Lad8 Shay on Twitter. I think he's still a friend of the channel. And you know what? I wonder if, speaking of friends of the channel, we got to make sure Nicole Ministator and who's the other fellow? Who's the other fellow? There's another fellow that won the shirt.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. It'll come to me eventually.
Yeah, I'll notice when I see his emoji come into the chat here. Make sure you're chatting here. I got to see if you're the winner of that shirt. But you know what? We had $1.5 billion in Bitcoin trading volume on just the ETF within the first hour of trading today, which helped us on that research. And this is what I've been noticing is once Wall Street wakes up, then the upward trajectory comes. And even the upward trajectory played into all the way into the middle of last night. And then the price reset at 2 o'clock in the morning. Wham! And in my opinion, that was a pretty damn healthy reset. So we'll keep cooking through this. What you got, Owen? Or Isaac?
Owen!
Yeah, well, Owen's in the chat.
That's
I
fair.
got distracted.
Nick Dunn.
Nick Dunn.
Won. Nicole reminded me it was Nick Dunn who won.
Yeah, Nick Dunn. So Nick Dunn and Nicole Ministator, you guys get Joe Biden Trump original shirt from Kelly Kellum.
Signed by
we need to make sure Kelly sends those out. He's back in the office today finally. So we'll make sure he gets those sent out to you guys. Now, this is just a quick visual on what we've experienced over the last 1,100 days since Bitcoin's previous all-time high at $69,420. It has been one hell of a ride, and that is a gargantuan cup and handle, honestly. The cup and handle plays out to about 125. I think actually we're going to be breaking expectations in a big, big way. Deadwood's boss is mad, said that the market left him behind. Deadwood, you know what to do, baby. Get him on those auxiliary plays because a lot of people are going to be feeling left behind. They're going to see Bitcoin doing what it's doing. And like, man, that sucks. I missed out. I'm just impress upon you guys enough to pass this message along. There is so much more to come for crypto and the ecosystem under Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the daddy, the ground of which crypto exists upon. there is so much coming to humanity and our bags in terms of altcoins that we need to pay attention to in the AI, the DPIN, the RWA sector, and even the meme coin sector. But it's been, as Fade and TradFi mentioned here, it's been a grinder, making it through these 1,100 days of absolute brutality. And it's kind of funny looking at this graph here that this moment right here, this little downward kind of ranging moment shook out a lot of people. They're like, oh, no, there it goes. That's the top. We're done here. It's over with. Lo and behold, just like November of last time. Look at this. This is about the November time frame. Just absolute up only disgusting explosion. And at this time frame, I was happy to see Bitcoin accomplish previous all-time highs. And by all rights, I could have used that money and really improved my life because I was having to work 3 jobs at the time to keep up with life. But I stayed true to my conviction of the 4-year cycle. It doesn't keep going, but I knew that there was so much more in store for this crypto asset class. And here we are. So shout out to everyone that's made it through all of this absolute chaos. Now, here's a good look. Literally no one besides Bitcoin Twitter gives a hoot about Bitcoin that it broke $80,000. This is extremely bullish. And this is interesting in my opinion because you get a range of days before the nasty explosion happens. We had 44 days after the halving to see price really start moving on the first one. On the second one here, you had 152 days. On the third, 141 days. Now we are 158 days afterwards, and we are starting to see price absolutely explode. And I love seeing it. I am curious on where Google trends are right now. Let's see here. I'm starting to get better. The sickness was really tearing me up. You know, I really, and now thankfully Isaac is sick.
Yeah, no, it's kicking my behind.
You know what?
No, those cough drops saved my life.
Yeah. Well, I just ate the last one. So.
Oh,
nice. Let's see here. Where's Google Trends at? Let's check what's trending now. This is how you can check for yourself. You just go to Google Trends and then let's see here. Explore. I figured out a way. I just got to tilt this down a little bit. Then I can see what's going on here. Bitcoin. Wonder, did someone mention there's a fix? What is going on here? It's not giving it to me. Did someone mention that there's like a fix that I could do? This isn't working right now. It's down.
Oh, they're trying to fix it because how many people are searching up Bitcoin?
Dude, are they trying to hide the truth? Are they trying to hide the truth?
That truth bomb is
oh my God. Unbelievable. We'll have to check back in, but did I buy Bobcat? You know what? Bobcat and like Coin, I'd feel more comfortable shilling if I didn't own, just because then people come and be like, oh, because if you're an influencer and you have a meme coin and you sell it at any point and then the price dumps, then it's your fault.
Facts.
So, and I like talking about coins that do well, you know, so that's kind of a weird spot I'm in life, but you know, good on them for not rugging people. M Vino, did you try that remedy? I did try a couple kind of lemon honey remedies. They've helped me out. Been really a lot of sleep has been helping me out. There's a lot of reported cases of like walking pneumonia, I think it was, that's going around the United States. So hopefully we don't die, but you know what? It's going to be great. Don't
That's why I coughed away from the mic. So
yeah, I didn't see that. $222 million worth of Bitcoin shorts were liquidated overnight, even with the pullback by 5%. $222 million worth in shorts and disbelievers wiped off the planet there. And then Scottie Pippen. Remember when he made this? I mean, the biggest thing I was making fun of him for was saying that he had Satoshi Nakamoto visit him in a dream. I was like, what did you imagine? You know, how do you imagine Satoshi Nakamoto? Did you know what he looked like?
Does he have like a mask on his face? It's just a Bitcoin symbol.
I wish he would have like drawn Satoshi Nakamoto so we could like get a visual of what he saw. Because look, he called for $84,650 on November 5th. People thought he was insane. It wasn't price wise that I thought it was insane. It was just saying that you had Satoshi come to you. But price wise, Scottie Pippen got pretty darn close to his premonition here. Let's go here. I'm keeping these fibs on, guys. This was earlier on in the week. I think it was yesterday. these are the fibs here. The fib and the top end of the fib 4236 came in right at the previous top. Then we go here. Top end of this fib brings us to about $244,000. The fib stays on. The fib stays on. But let's go to Scottie Pippins. I'm just curious, how close did he get to this premonition that he had? Because a lot of people were giving him guff. They were thinking he was a fool for saying what he did. Bitcoin was at 69,000. Okay, so 69,000 that day, and then it hit 75,000 the next day. So he was off by just a few days. Where did 84 come into play? Yeah, it was just on November 11th. He was only off by 6 days.
That's not bad at all.
That's not bad at all. Incredible. Shout out to you, Scotty.
He was doing bro-astrology.
He's doing some good bro-astrology too. You know what? Kamala Harris left me with a few amazing things. She left me with the idea of joy, right? Bringing joy back.
Joy.
I just feel it. I feel it emanating through me. But also, she left me with this saying, I am unburdened by what has been. Well, she is still burdened with having to sit next to Jill Biden, even after she dumped the entire election with her cackling. Let's have a look at how this is going. Don't necessarily think we need sound for this one. This is Kamala Harris coming in for a ceremony, I believe, at the White House. Things look a little bit sticky. You could tell by the strength of the jawline. She's clenching her teeth.
Oh, yeah.
For sure, right
is that
here.
A Giga jawline?
And she just stays completely still while Kamala is right next to her. Look, she could be like a statue. Just, man, you could feel the tension in the air. You could cut that tension with a butter knife. Wouldn't want to be a fly on the wall in that situation right now as they pack up their things and get ready for Trump to return. But with Trump returning and with this Bitcoin Act, I am so dang excited about. While real Donald Trump has the authority to establish the Bitcoin reserve through executive action, we'll be able to pass complementary legislation to considering how many great Bitcoin senators we have holding office here. J.D. Vance with a bag of Bitcoin coming in about $500,000 right now. His bags are tied to this. He's going to be for it. Senator Haggerty, Senator Loomis, Cynthia Loomis, very, very important account to follow. When you want to talk about Bitcoin becoming a strategic reserve for the United States, this is the key player behind that bill, making it all happen. She's out of Wyoming. We got Bernie Moreno and so many others here. Ted Cruz, Marsha Blackburn, Rick Scott, Tim Scott, Rand Paul. Shout out to you, bro. And Ron Paul on a war mission to destroy the Federal Reserve. So I would love to see that happen. Marco Rubio, Katie Britt, and Ted Budd and Senator Tuberville. So many names that are pro-crypto that are coming in and working along President Trump to make this happen for us. I absolutely love seeing it. Now, we have RFK that's going to have direct access and high-ranking position within the Trump administration. And we all know how many questions RFK has brought against the CIA, especially since, the whole family being taken out. He's brought it up many, many times. I want to take a moment to listen to this fellow. Ladies and gentlemen, the new director for the CIA, ? Let's have a listen to this.
Declassification office, whatever you want to call it. Transparency, truth, whatever, I don't care. Sits in the White House, reports directly to you, and you take incoming from the United States of America. I want JFK. I want the 9/11 files. I want this. I want that. All the FBI, and this is a tool, this is something we didn't cover. What the deep state uses the most to cover up their corruption is an illegal application of the classification system. Remember the Lovebirds text from, this is a beauty, the Lovebirds text from FBI, DOJ land, Russiagate, Strzok and Page were texting each other. They were running the Russiagate investigation against Trump. They were the head of the counterintelligence unit at the FBI. And they're having an extramarital affair together. Can't make this stuff up. They're sending each other texts about how much they hate Trump and are going to create an insurance policy to stop Trump. Then we finally find those text messages. You know what the FBI and DOJ do for like a year? Redact them to congressional investigators and congressional men and women running the oversight of their agency. That's just one example. But it gets even better. Here's the deep state full circle. Just last week, do you know what Strzok and Page received from the Department of Justice?
What?
A $1.5 million payout to settle a lawsuit that Strzok and Page brought for the improper disclosure of their personal text messages on FBI phones. And the DOJ just rewarded them. They broke the law. They broke the chain of command. They broke every regulation there is in the FBI. They weaponized the system of justice against a political target they hated. We found those text messages, and we got them declassified finally in full when I became Deputy Director of National Intelligence. And the world has now seen them, and they can read them. And that's the best form of transparency. That's why I want this 24/7 declassification office. Don't have me regurgitate it to you. Read it. Get the documents, get the files, get the memos. But the deep state came full circle and gave these guys a payday for rigging a presidential election and breaking the law.
This is why we need to absolutely dismantle these organizations.
Oh, yeah.
The internal leaders of it breaking the law, getting paid millions of dollars in a lawsuit because they were found to have done these things that broke the law on government devices. How crazy is that?
That's
Like,
pretty gnarly.
That is
That's
not.
like, that hurts the brain to even try to think about.
And guess what?
sometimes.
That's your tax dollars that they're winning in that judgment.
Let's go fund these guys.
Oh
guys.
my gosh. It's not only makes you'd like scratch a hole through your skull thinking about that one. So absolutely insane. I think I'm far enough into the show where I can drink this pre-workout because it's going to be chest day. Word on the street is HBAR and XRP are pumping. Is it time to look at altcoins, do you think?
I think it's time. And then,
Should we finally dive into all the altcoins?
I think it's about time. And do we also show off our Christmas list later too?
You know what? They're talking about vehicles in the chat there. And I got some ideas. I also have some
ideas
difficulties
too.
You've changed. You've changed.
Yeah, I've changed. You changed too.
Well, I mean, I've changed. I don't know if I've changed.
Maybe the model.
The model might have to change because of how difficult it is to find. But let's see here. So, oh yeah, shout out to Mark Cuban. He deleted all his X posts about Kamala Harris. Good for you, buddy. Nice. Here's Alex Wassi. 20 facts about the bull cycle that people refuse to believe. Meme coins will outperform the market even without technology. Most people do not care about technology, but only a few will get life-changing profits through memes, and not as many coins will make it into the top 100 by market cap. So we're looking at, here's the sector that really, really interests me, old meme coins. Floki is up by 236% year to date so far. Pepe coin, 212% so far. Bonk, 34%, Shib, 63%, and Doge rising by 76%. Absolutely incredible to see these massive altcoin or massive meme coin market caps moving at the velocity that they have recently, just because that kickstart of alt season and Bitcoin going into price discovery. This is just the very beginning of it. But layer ones, even with all their great technology, you see some pain here. Injectives down, Mina down, Say down. You know, there's all kinds of good layer ones that are down here. Ton with its newness, Soul with its degenerateness, and Sui with its newness in the deep green there. Phantom up 15%. Shout out to that. And then you get kind of comparison to the techie stuff. And this is what's kind of aggravating because I'm a heavy crypto researcher and I'm like, man, this is going to really change interoperability. If I find a new project that has really useful tech, I'm like, wow, this is going to be great for my bag. Yeah. Sometimes no, not so much. We go to modular. TIA Celestia token down 65% on year to date. We have OP down 64%. A lot of people ask me on the price outlook for OP token. I don't think it's going to be one that like you become a millionaire off of $10,000 of it.
I might get out. To be honest.
You're about to get out
I'm
of it?
about to get out of 2 coins. Actually.
Okay. Which ones are you going to sell?
OP, Hello Labs.
Hello Labs?
Hello Labs, major disappointment.
Did it ever give you a relief pump on a Hello Labs?
We're still at like 1 cent on it, and I had like 20,000 tokens worth. So
Yeah,
it's still down 92% on the year, and it hasn't moved with the rest of the market. So I'm thinking about getting out.
See, and that's the situation. It's like you see it seems like a reasonable docs project, but then you see memes just printing, you know what I mean? Or and really AI projects that are not going to outpace memes, in my opinion, but they will absolutely be printed millionaires as well. Now, we did see this from Coin Bureau. Retail potentially starting to wake up. Coinbase App Store shot in rankings from below 300 to number 21 in the Apple iTunes Store. So retail is starting to notice. They're starting to download the app. They're starting to get interested. But in my opinion, this is just the beginning. We have Coinbase launching the Coin 50 Index as a crypto equivalent to the S&P 500 Index. A very, very interesting and massive move from Coinbase. Probably going to be pretty damn bullish for base ecosystem. That's just a shoot from the hip analyzation of Coinbase controlling their own S&P 500 index equivalent for crypto, which is the Coin 50 index they're rolling out. Base token's going to find a pretty high spot in that situation. So I'm going to be looking out for that. Now, this is an interesting thought from Tap Tools. Tap Tools, where you can find all the ecosystem behind Cardano, which I highly recommend everyone keep a close eye on, as we've seen a massive increase in liquidity come to Cardano. And with that, I was able to call out, I think MinSwap is right out of the gates a great place to start, but there's a lot of really cool ecosystem build-outs within Cardano you can go check out there. But this is asking, Bitcoin hits $200,000. Ethereum hits $10,000. ADA, what's ADA going to hit if Bitcoin hits $200,000? Let's do some quick back of the napkin math. I do believe that ADA is a long-standing project that's going to have the lights on, and a lot of frothiness, honestly, with Charles Hoskinson's positioning in or around the government with his connection to RFK. He's been reaching out to Elon Musk. He is doing everything he can. He's a Republican out of Colorado. I think he even has a house up in Wyoming.
Maybe. Not sure. Can't confirm or deny.
He's got access. So let's see what my expectation of for Cardano in this particular situation would be. Let's see. We cook the supply up. Now, in this current, I mean, I do believe previously, and I can't delete this, XRP is at 69 cents. We're going to be diving into that next as well, because I gotta give people, I gotta dump a bucket of cold water on anyone left that's holding XRP. There needs to be some conversations about it. But we got this. Go to ADA. Will you work? Okay. So I'm going to go to the all-time market cap analysis for ADA, and it peaked out at around $95 billion, right? We do have, move my face out of the way real quick. I can't scoot this down to get it. So its first market cap explosion was around the first bull market, and it moved in tandem with that bull market, reaching its peak in January of 2018. And that level was $26 billion. Interestingly enough, $26 billion was the short-term resistance level in this recent accumulation market. That's kind of an interesting thing I just noticed right there.
I didn't even notice that before.
Yeah, that's the first time I've seen that. So ADA's market cap, just looking at this, I think there'll be a little bit of turbulence once it does hit $26 billion market cap, but I do believe it's going to absolutely breach this market cap, and I actually think it's going to outperform its previous market cap. Now, with ADA's current positioning in and around the government, with the psychotic community that's willing to literally hold that thing to zero because they believe in decentralization, and honestly, it's not too sick from tokenomics. I mean, you have like definitely an increase in tokens, but it's got 35 billion tokens out already, and there's only a total supply of 44 billion tokens to be had. I could see Cardano going from this original, it did a 26 billion up to 96. So it did a 4x here. I could see it 2xing or maybe 1.5xing this previous market cap top in a conservative manner. So let's look at what Cardano would come out to be if it was cooked to $150 billion. That's smack dab in the middle of what I've been saying, $3 to $5, $4 would be what Cardano would reach in highs for this cycle. Now, if it cooked all the way on up to $200 billion, which is a very, very bullish situation, But we're in a scenario where this is not out of the realm of thought. This breaches the $5 level, coming in at $5.26. Now, if we apply the same logic to XRP, let's take a look at XRP. We'll go to the all-time graph, go to market cap. This is where all the OG bag holders and all the big gains were had in 2017. XRP hit $100 billion. You saw Cardano hit $26 billion in 2017. XRP hit 100. So XRP was 4 times juicier than Cardano in 2017. Since then, it's been a very slow ride, and a big difference that I want you guys to notice is that these are very, very different long-term. Get my face out of the way so they can see this a little clearer. There's higher highs on these market caps through each bull market. XRP, lower highs. Okay, so kind of inverted. Looks a little different. And at XRP's current situation, let's say I'm going to be generous to XRP and say that it accomplishes this. I'm going to say that XRP accomplishes, let's say above. Let's say it hits $120 billion. Maybe even 150. Let's see what $150 billion in XRP market cap would do in terms of price, keeping in mind that it's about 70 cents currently. Cook the supply up, and then we go to a $200 billion market cap. That brings you to a ground shaking $313 $313. That would actually be a move, right?
That'd be nuts.
And that's if you didn't have the same kind of tokenomics setup and you had something that wasn't inflationary and centrally held by Ripple that's consistently dumping it, then that's where a situation like that actually gets exciting.
Yeah.
But you apply the same logic and the same velocity to XRP, and it can only accomplish a $3 level, thus a 3.5x. So this is why it's very, very important to take many, many different metrics into account when you're looking at how high a token can really get over the next few years. And I really, really want to impress this. Is like I do feel like there's more upward trajectory for Cardano over XRP as the market sits and as everything is moving right now. Now, I don't even know if there's a way for XRP to escape this failed stablecoin state that it's now found itself in, because XRP was developed before stablecoins were a real thing. Now we have stablecoins coming out on many, many different chains. And Cardano, just wait to see what happens to liquidity on Cardano once you see Bitcoin OS rolled into play and they get a successful stablecoin in the ecosystem. Things can get stupid real quick in a very good way. Other things that are stupid but crazy, Solana meme coin GOAT has broken $1 billion market cap. This is a coin that came out not but a month or two ago, already breaching the $1 billion level. Oh my gosh, Bitcoin making it to $88,000 as I'm speaking here. Things are just looking absolutely nutty. Now this Department of Government Efficiency DOGE token. I'm going to be swimming on deck screener here real quick because I got to check where this thing is at. A couple people are bringing up to me it might be in a buyable pattern right now. Let's check it out, because keep in mind the official announcement of Elon Musk taking on the Department of Governmental Efficiency has not officially came out yet. Thanks for that shot. Give me that full shot again. This is how joyful I am with crypto. Look how I have organized this studio. Jeffrey's even feeling good.
Oh yeah.
We got the stockings here.
Oh yeah.
Should we put things inside the stockings?
Like what? What do you got in mind for that?
Like dynamite or something? I don't know.
We have a bunch of dynamite.
Maybe
over there.
Let's see here. Where is the DOGE Department of Governmental Efficiency token sitting at? Because this has been something I've been watching for a long time, probably too long. I've seen it go from very low levels all the way on up to $200 million. And holy shit, in the span of literally this morning, that buy level is now exploding. This is absolutely crazy to see. This token, really hard to find. Like, this is how fascinating. I spend my morning making sure I understand the markets and where they're moving are good for you guys. So I'm bringing you the alpha, and literally within that time frame, this thing has exploded. Let's check how much this thing has exploded just on the day. So far, it reached up 61% total. Currently sitting up 36% from the beginning of this daily candle. Absolutely crazy. But I'm not going to be surprised to see this thing continue upwards if the Department of Governmental Efficiency is announced publicly. This is where the chaos of crypto can be had, and I am here for it. Shout out to that. Now, while we're on Deck Screener, let's look at Bobcat. I might still have my retarded line here. I shouldn't. Is that unsensitive to say?
Who cares?
Okay.
We're still joyful. We're so much joy everywhere.
Yeah, we are joyful, aren't we?
We are
now,
very
maybe
joyful.
I could make a new one. Look at this.
Make a new retardio line.
Okay.
There you go. I fixed it for you.
Thank you for that. Yeah, because this one, hey, we'll draw this one. Sure. This is going to be tough. So if it falls down to, what is this, $169,000 market cap, that'd be hitting right there. Let's see here. It's currently sitting at $330,000 market cap, and the holders are still only at 514 people. But this market cap holding extremely strong. This is a community that is not dumping on each other, and this Twitter account is absolutely unhinged. They are all over the place. I see them replying on so many comments every single day.
Are we still bobbed on their page?
We're still bobbed on the
still
page.
Bobbed? Cool.
Yeah, we're still bobbed on the page. I don't own any of it, but I really have been enjoying following their path of growth here. And so it's on my radar. Maybe I'll end up buying some of it. Maybe.
You got to check out that CC and see where it's at.
Oh, yeah. Let's check out CCC coin. We haven't checked this one out in a while. It was on like a slow growth path, but I did like how it was a consistent upward trajectory. Let's see here. I think this is
That's the right one.
Yeah. All right. 184,000. Look at this.
Oh, so we're still climbing. We're down, but we're climbing.
Look at this. I think it hit two. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That's great. This is healthy.
That's very healthy.
Very, very nice.
What do we call it? Health on a shelf.
I mean, God, this was the health on the shelf right here. You know what I mean? Now it's moving into new discovery zone, but it's moving with the rest of the market, and it's not falling off a cliff. Costco hot dog. Fine, Zach Nasty. Let's see where Costco hot dog is sitting at. I love this channel so much, guys. Would they just have a Costco now? Hot dog. Hot dog. You remember that show Cat Dog?
Maybe. It sounds familiar.
Let's see here. Costco hot dog not looking bad. This is not looking bad at all. Hold on. This is, oh my God. This thing is trying to resurge. This is so crazy. Oh my God. Zach Nasty, let me know of any inside info you might have on if there's an actual like true and tried CTO happening with this token. This is a nice looking setup. I'm seeing another comment here. Alien Base is absolutely on my radar. This is another DEX within the Base ecosystem. And I liked what I saw on its original price action. I don't have a bag of it yet, but this is one of the ones that's on my watch list here. Wow.
Did you buy Swell?
I saw it continue falling down. I want to see where it actually holds its level of support. Hold on. Let me look at this Alien Base real quick.
My bad.
So Alien Base trying to take off. It's a new token though, so you can't really judge too much off of this. I mean, we only have like data from April till now. The baseline though, I see turbulence that was had on the price discovery right here at 26 cents. It proved itself as support at 26 cents very, very recently. And now it's building a range. These are the types of ranges where I like finding accumulation zone points in. And, you know, Bitcoin's been extra frothy. It's not crazy to think that you're going to get a chance for a little bit of a pullback and a little bit of lower entry points. Currently sitting at 36 cents. I could see accumulating this thing between 26 to about 33 cents. Very, very bullish on the Alien Base project itself. And it is absolutely going to be something I build out. I did get an entry point on Moonwell. Let's see where this one's at. It's basically sitting at my accumulation moment here. I got it at about 7.4 cents. So it's ranging. This is the type of coiling action I want to see before getting into a project. And I very much so like what I've seen on Moonwell. Moonwell actually makes up about 20 to 30% of all the wrapped Coinbase Bitcoin The CBBTC access for projects is going to be integral for DEXs exploding. Drew's watch list is 15 chapters long. You're correct. You're correct. It really is. I spend a lot of time researching crypto for you guys, and I like bringing it all. I have to look at the TVLs. I have to look at the community being strong. I have to look at many, many different metrics to feel comfortable enough to bring this information to you. And it's a long list. What you got, Isaac?
So I got two things here. We got 2 super chats, one in Rumble, and then one from CoinStick. If you want to take a look at those, I'm gonna start with the Rumble. Ola, what pre-workout do you take? Is it natural? Do you like it better? I can't. I'm trying to like break my neck over here. Let me just read
super
over here.
unnatural. No, this is what is this? Okay, so this is Total War. Yeah, this is chaos in a bottle right now, and I don't recommend you do it yourself. So there's that. Coins chick brought up she thinks that the dev locked his or her wallet until August of 2025.
Interesting.
Okay.
I can confirm that.
You can confirm that.
I can confirm that.
Wow. Good on that. I like that. Shout out. That's the kind of wholesome shit when, there will be a time to dump on retail, but it's not now.
Not now.
Not now.
For a long time.
Let it cook. Let the chefs cook. So, but I will reiterate, this wrapped Bitcoin access for decentralized exchanges across Solana and Base are going to be integral to explosion. This is why we've seen Aerodrome do well. This is why we've seen Moonwell come out of the gate swinging. This is why we see extra explosive velocity for Jupiter, for Radium. And speaking of which, I see a little bit of pullback within the Solana ecosystem. And I will also look at DGen token as well. I'm starting to learn more and more about DGen.
Bitcoin at 88.7.
Give it to me, baby. And if you are trading with me out there on 2bit, I took a couple like 10% wins on longs this morning. That would have been like thousands of dollars had I held it.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not going to sit here and beat myself up about it. Don't sit there and let the trading steal your joy. Just like we didn't let Kamala Harris steal this country. Right?
Amen.
Ooh.
Amen to that. I gotta...
Feeling good, man.
Feeling great.
$88,700 for Bitcoin. Absolutely incredible. Now, let's see the top gainers. AIOZ, that's great. I own that one. Super. Bonk, one of the top gainers here. What's it up? 23%. Dogecoin up another 23%, hitting 39 cents. Laserface, thanks for the shout out. Best damn show in crypto. I've gotten smarter, richer in my pockets and in spirit, and this show is a key cog. Keep killing it. Thank you for that. That's very, very cool of you to say, Laserface. Appreciate that, brother. And you're right, King Colonel's down in Rumble. It's called a Rumble rant, not a super chat. So appreciate you. Resisted to take pre-workout stuff. That's why I'm asking. Keep up the great work. Yeah, I mean, there's no need for pre-workout. I just do it because every now and again I go a little extra hard in the gym. Today is going to be one of those days. Drew, how about Relio? Is that Rio token? I believe the Rio token is the RWA play. John, let me know in the chat if that's the RWA play that I'm thinking of. Because I've heard things, not bad things either. So I'm interested. Please confirm that. I'll hop in there. Let me take a drink of this though.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
Just okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. Akash Network. I bought this one at $2 like a week ago. This is super. Absolutely super. This is the fun of crypto. All right. So we're up 41% on the week. I got it for $2 and I think it was 20 cents. So very much up on this. And I think there's going to be a lot more to come. A lot of my thought process behind Akash, not only is it an AI play, but it's within the Grayscale AI shill bag. They have a trust that includes Akash, Potential Tau, and Live Peer. Live Peer is a pretty unknown project that's also within that shill bag. Man, we're covering a lot of projects right now. We need this. I told you guys I was giving you a shopping list, though, on the thumbnail, and that's what I'm doing. This is my shopping list. Live Peer actually down on the day. I like seeing this. I want as juicy as an entry point as possible on live peer. It absolutely has not taken off yet. This is the 1 year graph on live peer. This gives me the same type of vibes I got when I was looking at Akash when I finally decided to buy it. And live peer actually might be the next one I have to get up here. This is an AI token. I got to get my AI bag as full as possible before March of 2025 when the NVIDIA conference does kick off. So next one I was going to look at is DGen. This is a base token that's available, I believe, on Coinbase. And pretty new project. What are we at? $275 million market cap, 14 billion tokens out, total supply of 36 bills. So there's going to be some unlocks there. Let's see what the all-time looks like. Ooh, she's trying to break into this previous range. I mean, the getting was good down here, but you didn't hear a dang thing about this thing. People thought it had just completely died. The top was in. Sorry, guys, the bull market's over. Now you see it resurging. Taco, I believe, is also really liking this token. It's up 129% on the week. Huge moves on this token as well. Now, levels I see as far as turbulence are what I got to look for on this token, because I need to find moments if it does fall to where I pick up a bag. And I could see that at 12 cents. 12 cents, we see a moment where it tried to resurge, acted as resistance here, and just barely under, acting as a moment of resistance before its gigantic resurge was able to take into effect. So I'd say between like 12 to 15 cents, not horrible in this red zone. Where I want to be buying this thing is in the red zone. 12 to 15 cents, sure. I might take a little swing at DGen token. Let's go to, looks like HBAR filed for an ETF. Let's see if we can find this. HBAR ETF. You know, I'm having to go longer on the show because there's so much to cover. There's so much goodness going on.
It's a great time.
Oh, wow, yeah. All right, so HBAR launch of its trust in October in Canary. That already happened. So we have Canary Funds, the same one that got the launch of the HBAR trust, has filed for an S1 with the SEC government to launch an HBAR ETF. Okay. What is that doing to price? Are we getting a major pump here? Let's see here. HBAR, like the barbarian thing, is like as cringy as XR people, but I knew that HBAR, at large, probably going to pump a little bit better than XRP. It's just not as sick from XRP. It's slightly sick. It's getting higher lows on the market cap, though. That is healthy. This thing, let's see here. So we're at 6 cents right now. They say it's pumping, and then you go like this.
And it doesn't look like it's
pumping. And it doesn't look like it, right? But let's zoom in. When high on helium, zoom in. So let's see here. It was at 4 cents about a week ago. At 4.5 cents. Now it's sitting at 6.7 cents. That's great. HBAR people probably loving this. It pumped up to 7.4 cents. Okay, there you go. Shout out to it. And this is all tides rise with Bitcoin breaching and hitting $90,000. This is what you're experiencing. And a lot of things in crypto, they're going to be ridiculous nonsense projects that are going to absolutely moon and go to the absolute stratosphere. And it's not going to make sense. It's because animal spirits have returned to the market. Bitcoin is being adopted worldwide. The United States with the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, really cementing the fact that Bitcoin is here to stay. And it's going to cause a lot of these. It's going to be kind of hard to lose money in crypto if you're spot holding. Now, if you're leverage trading, it's very easy to lose money. So please, for the love of God, use a stop loss. If you are trading with me on 2Bit, make sure you use a stop loss in your trades because you can absolutely get hammered on leverage trading, especially in the volatility of the market as it sits right now. But shout out to HBAR people. I don't know let's look at HBAR a little bit more because I know a lot of people actually hold this. I got out of it. I did like a 3x or 4x on it in the accumulation market. I got out of it. I think I got out at 11 cents. Let's see here. I'm going to just back this up. This is basically a little bit more than a year. It's about 2 years. And right here, this includes the bull market. Okay, so the bull market, it took it from, down here in the 7-cent range up to 51 cents. So honestly, not a bad move. It had just under a 10x, and you were able to accumulate it even cheaper, I believe. It came down to is as cheap as 1 cent at a point. So if you got it at a cent last bull market, that brought you to a 50x. Currently sitting right now, $2.5 billion market cap, 37 billion tokens out, 50 billion total. I could see like a $50 billion market cap, maybe 75.
I got something for you, Drew.
What's that? Let's see it.
Look at DeFi.
Okay,
Llama.
yeah.
So as we love to see the TVL
Yeah.
above the price.
It's ticking up.
It is ticking up just a tad bit. The
Okay.
price is definitely falling, but there might be hope for this project.
Yeah. Okay, and I like to see that there's some room above the price for the TVL as it sits right there. That's wonderful to see. Okay. Now let's think about, because I just, seeing how frothy the market is at large. This is chaotic to say, but I'm not going to be surprised if HBAR hits 50 bill. Let's see here. So I know it's chaotic to say. I just said a lot with that. Because people are like, oh, yeah. When I say XRP not going to do it, that doesn't mean all utility tokens are doomed. A lot of them are doomed. Because people don't care about utility. But HBAR, actually, they've tried really, really hard. And they even do that combat, what is that, karate combat thing?
Yeah.
They like bet on it and stuff. There's some use cases, and HBAR's been working pretty hard to get in front of people. It is one of these coins with just a whack price graph from the last cycle here. So we got to be careful about that. But let's talk about hyper bullish situation for HBAR. We got to go to coin perspective and see what this thing would be capable of. Let's say about 44 billion tokens out mid 2025. Bam. It takes a lot of research to just do this on the fly, but so let's say it hits. Whoa, God, you see that?
I just
Tweaking out.
almost rugged.
All right, so it could get a 17x in Drew's mindset of the most bullish situation for HBAR, hitting a $50 billion market cap. It could get a 17x and rise to $1.22. Now, if it underperforms and just does what it did last time, let's go back here. Bam, go to the market cap. So it only was 6.5 billion. It's already added 2.5. So I very much so think that it's going to at least double this previous market cap. So let's say 15 bill. I'm just going to be generous. Took this to a 15 bill. Let's say more than double its previous altcoin market cap. That'd come in at 36 cents or a 4.5x. Not a bad grab. But I think I can find more upside in newer AI tokens and newer DPIN tokens, things of that nature, newer memes that are reasonable communities and don't gut each other the moment that no one's looking. Meme coin culture is very cannibalistic sometimes.
Very much. Depends on the project and the people you're buying with.
Yeah. So, HBAR, if it does double its previous market cap size, even more than double, it has to more than double its previous market cap size to accomplish 36 cents. So that's kind of a moral of the story when it comes to inflation sickness. This is why I do this flash view of price to market cap, is because it shows me if it's inflation sick. Now, inflation sick on this project, yes, but it has continued to stay in the limelight and it has higher lows on the market cap, which has helped hoist that up. But I could see this thing probably land in $15-20 billion market cap and wouldn't be surprised. Because, it's not going to go anywhere, but I think that there's a lot more juice to be had in other places. So, but shout out to the HBAR people. Celebrate your day. Maybe this is your escape pump. The TVL thing, that didn't look too bad. That's why actually I was able to go into that mindset where it could double, maybe even triple its previous market cap. So interesting things to think about. I think there's a couple other questions. What about Crow, Crypto.com's token? We highlighted Crow before the pump. And Crow has indeed been absolutely mooning. There's a lot of crypto regulatory clarity that's come with the outlook of Donald Trump at presidency, with the pressures that will be coming under Gary Gensler to resign and take his bald head and go become a crypto degen deep pick advisor, you know? So
You'd say Gary, right?
yeah, Gary.
Are you talking about the post from earlier?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
You know what? Where is that post?
I
I think I liked it, didn't I? I think I liked it.
I know I quote tweeted it.
You quote tweeted it with me?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Where is this post? Because this is just chaos on a stick. Where are you? And you know what? Here's another one we got to keep an eye on. I'm going through this. These gummy token people at Cardano are absolute unhinged psychopaths, and I will not be surprised to see gummy token do well. Where is this? I'm trying to find it here. God. You know what? All these people kind of work with each other.
Kind of.
Pretty much, you know. Larry Fink, dual citizenship, connected background to Gary Gensler. And then you got Jerome Powell, who basically works for the same people that these guys are. So kind of the same bird when it comes down to it. I can't find that picture of Gary Gensler here.
Quote tweet.
Quote tweet? All right, let's go to quote tweet. There you are.
Oh, look at that.
Isaac does crypto.
Where'd it go?
There he is.
There he is.
Gary Gensler, after he's pressured to be dethroned at the SEC, 100x crypto calls. Gem Hunter, Uniswap, Degen, DM him for collabs. Not financial advice. Do your own research. Man, what a chaotic moment that would be to see happen. It's never going to happen. But, it's kind of weird to think Gary was like shilling Algorand in MIT before he became the chair of the SEC, which is basically just chosen violence against crypto at large for like a very, very long time.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Isn't that kind of weird to think about?
Yeah, and again, he did, talk about algo, which is not going to do anything, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's pretty trashy. But, I mean, as long as he's fired, eventually, I think everything's going to turn out okay.
Like the Algorand, I could, what's it at? Like, now I have to look at all these tokens. You're bringing up some stuff I got to look at.
Whoops.
Algorand.
Not really sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. So, let's see here. Gary Gensler was following orders. I agree with that, F. Ukraine. I think that was the case. He was just like the fall guy to try to be the fake stick in the mud to scare all the people away. Let's see here. So Algorand, 15 cents. Wow. Algorand maxis have been celebrating on a 32% pump this week. Huge. Rose from 11 cents up to 15 cents, right? But we go to the month. All right. You're up by 27%. You're still up. You go to the all-time. You're down by 95.36%.
No.
Go to the 1 year. You're up by 5%. So if you bought this token a year ago, you are up by a whopping 5%. Now, the inflation and like the total supply, questionable. I will say this. It's listed at 10 billion tokens total for Algorand. Circulating supply coming in at 8.2 billion tokens. But you go to the market cap to price. This is much sicker than HBAR in terms of inflation sickness. And it shows with the price especially. And the market cap, no higher lows. No higher lows here. What's happened? So, we go to the previous market cap that Algorand accomplished, 13 bill. Currently sitting at a 1.2 bill. Let's just be bullish on and hopeful on Algorand. Just to get expectations straight for people that will not let go of this token. Because I care about you still. So let's say in a hyperbole situation that Algorand is able to accomplish a $20 billion market cap. Wow. Amazing. Let's go to Coin Perspective here. Algorand. So we got, and this is the funny thing. They won't let you, they say the circulating supply of Algorand, there's a reason why I think it's sketchy. Yeah. And currently it's sitting at 8.3. We're going to cook this to 9.3. Let's see if I can let me do it here. Bam. All right. Let's just cook that up just a touch. I'm being generous here. Let's go to like a $20 billion market cap. Then you got a $2.31 Algorand token, which would be a 14x. That's actually not a bad grab. In a hyperbolic situation, that'd be not a bad grab. But you know what? I am over holding all these utility tokens that miss out on promises, while idiotic things and AI tokens are absolutely set to destroy. Back to Crow token. Okay, I don't know how I got distracted. Like, it's all your fault, Isaac.
Thank you.
Yep.
Just want to put it out there. I'm in a Bitcoin long right now.
Oh, you are.
I'm up 4% right now.
You're in a Bitcoin long?
I'm in a Bitcoin long right now. My take profit's 89,000. My stop loss is 88.5.
Oh my gosh! You buy a little pullback here. You got a stop loss in place?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, God bless, man. That might be a big move. Now we got to talk about what we're gonna buy with all our crypto gains. Okay, we have to talk about it.
Let's do it.
I realized something awful is that TRD sequoias are kind of hard to get a hold of. 2020 TRD sequoias are kind of difficult to find. I did see this one that's available, and the reason why I want the 2020, 2021 is because I need to have a V8. I don't want the new V6 like hybrid thing that they have put together. I want that girthy 5.7 V8 that's an absolute savage Toyota developed. I can pull this thing because I'm not going to buy the new one. I refuse to. I found this one. It's a TRD Pro for $42,000 out here in Kennesaw. But honestly, it's not the color that I want. I don't know if I'm going to be able to be too choosy on the color. And I might even have to end up just buying a regular Sequoia and then put in the shocks that I want afterwards, some Fox shocks or something like that.
Yeah, and you could wrap it too. It's not crazy expensive.
That's a good point.
To wrap it.
That's a very, very good point. I could wrap it. Now, I just heard the wrap. I used to have an FJ Cruiser. It doesn't fit all the kids anymore. I got rid of the FJ Cruiser. It doesn't fit all the kids anymore. That FJ Cruiser was sick though. Does the wrap bubble up? Like, I've heard people have had issues with the wrap stuff. Does it actually come out pretty good?
It depends. It comes out really good, and it lasts for a long time. It depends who put it on and how it's put on.
Yeah.
And how like tight the heat seal is.
Yeah. Okay.
I call it a heat seal. I'm not sure if it's a heat seal. It's just how you get it.
So I just get like a very pro shop to do it, and I should be all right.
Yeah, and even if you go to like a pro shop, it's not going to be like, it's not going to break the bank.
Okay.
Even though we're all pretty rich. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that might be what I have to do. That might be what I have to do. The TRD Sequoia's pretty hard to come by. I did find this one. Everyone bringing up the Supra, you guys. I would love to have a Supra, but I just can't do it yet.
You got to find that MK4, not the new ones. You got to get the old Supra.
The 1996?
The 1996
Hold
Toyota
on.
Supra.
Yeah, let's look at this.
MK4, baby.
These are just I had a buddy I helped build his in high school. These things were disgusting. I mean, absolutely filthy vehicles. These 1996 Supras were. Still are very, very hard to find. Holy cow. Another one that I've always thought, it was like the Acura. What was that?
The
NSX?
the NSX. That's a Acura.
Let's see what the NSX. Yeah, this is just. I really, really liked these ones. They are, again, very, very difficult to find.
I saw one the other day. I was like,
really?
Yeah. It's always so fun seeing like these older like JDM cars.
Yeah.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, these are the total squeezes right there. Now, Isaac, you had something new in mind. So what is this? You want a Yamaha?
Yamaha, not the YZF, but
okay. What are you gonna get?
I gotta remember the model.
Yamaha R6.
I mean, I do kind of want an R6, but I'd rather start out on a R7. So
what made you change though? Like you were gonna get the Corvette.
I was gonna get the Corvette. It's still my dream car, but me and my best friend plan on getting matching R7s, R6s.
Okay. You're gonna live fast on this thing, man.
Oh yeah, 100%,
dude. Now you kind of drive fast as it is.
Oh yeah. Don't tell me about it. I got pulled over the other day, remember?
I'm kind of worried about you on this thing.
I'm not worried.
You're not worried?
Nope. I'm my piss rocket, my piss missile.
Piss missile. Man, I mean, I have an uncle who doesn't have use of half his body from one of these. So
you gotta be careful.
You gotta be careful. And it's not even how careful you are, it's how terrible other people drive. that is something that you got to keep in mind. It's not necessarily up to you when things go wrong on the road. It's about how terrible and how distracted other drivers are out there. So that's something please do keep in mind. But you know what? I'm excited where this market's taken us at large. Crow token, probably going to have a very, very good time in this market. It's already off to a great start here. It's down to 7.3 cents. It's risen to 19 cents in very, very fast fashion here. Just about a week. It is up 156%. Also, Drift. Is Drift finding a level of calmness here?
I think the lowest Drift could go is here. I gotta pull it up. Sorry, our YouTube chat is rugged for a second. So
YouTube rugged.
Okay.
Okay.
We're back up. What's the price right now?
So we're at $1.37. I'm glad I took those profits at $2.
$1.25, I think, is the lowest. So we're gonna find new support for Drift.
Okay.
If it goes down that far.
Okay. Hey Jam told you not to. Unbelievable. Now I felt like such a stupid idiot when I took profits at $2 on Drift and built that bag of Moonwell. I'm really glad I did.
Oh yeah.
Honestly. It's got to find its place where new support is at, you guys. It goes into price discovery. We were all sweating, refreshing coin market cap, watching Drift go all the way on up. I think it hit $2.70 at a point. What you got, Isaac?
Back to, I'm gonna pull my Bitcoin chart right now. We're at 88.9, 14% up. We're looking to close at 89 flat. So I just want
You're on the come up right
I'm on
there,
the come up
bro.
right now. I feel great.
Shout out to you. That's what it's about. Good job, man. Good job. Absolutely love to see it.
So much from Josh, just being on those afternoon live shows.
Oh, yeah.
We just sit there and trade for like an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah, man. And Josh, if you guys are joining us on trading, join me in the basement for 2-bit. We are going to, it sounds like we're going to get a deal set up with CoinW as well.
Yeah, I know. I have one coming in soon. So.
Yeah. So, but Crow, back to Crow chart. Drift, we got to see where this thing finds its support. God only knows where that's going to be. If Bitcoin does sneeze or we see a big kind of resetting on altcoin prices, this thing could reset all the way back down to like the dollar, maybe even, that it's honestly unknown where this price is going to fall down to. Let's see here. The original pump up moment we got, you would hope by rights it holds about $1.25 because this is kind of the stumble point for the price explosion, but time will tell where that actually happens at. Now we got to go back to crypto.com because this is a big, big token, a big exchange, an American exchange, and there is extreme potential upside for this. Not sick from inflationary pressures, long-standing token with a very, very clear use case and utility. It's currently at a $4.9 billion market cap. Now, overall, we got to look at what it peaked at in terms of market cap size. So it peaked at a $20 billion market cap. Let's say in this situation, I could see $60, $80 billion for this token in this coming bull market here, the one that we're entering into. Go to Chronos token. Now, click that supply up just a touch. Go up to the $80 billion level. That'd be a 14x. You could be looking at a 2.8. So $2.86, 14x from the current levels that you're at without it even being within the top 10 of crypto tokens at large as crypto experiences its blow off top. So honestly, kind of a lot of upside there that I'm looking at. F Ukraine, only 6.3, not fitting in a 350Z or a Supra. God. You're right. My legs did hit the Supra. That is a pain in the butt about being tall. A lot of the car options are just not even possible. So that's a pain in the butt. But I appreciate every single one of you out there. Isaac, good job on that trade. I like you bringing up your trade live on the stream here. Are you taking profits on this thing?
I'm still up 3% right now. We're kind of chopping a little bit down. Just
a little chop?
A little bit of a bearish move, but we're still up. We're still up.
Man, you're cooking it. You're cooking it. I love it. And I love all of you for joining me today on the Blockchain Basement. It's just an incredible time to be in crypto, an incredible time to get your bags in order for 2025. We are in for what I have been looking for since I've been watching crypto, which is the Bitcoin super cycle. So huge shout out to everyone that's in position right now. Make sure to smash the like on your way out. Spread the message about the Blockchain Basement. Help me grow this channel, you guys. You guys are the best community out there. And enjoy, the Christmas spirit is upon us. So enjoy it. Enjoy blessing your family with wonderful things this Christmas. I am in the Christmas spirit already. I'm feeling great, and I hope you guys are feeling the same way. I will see you very, very soon. Take care.